Have you ever been super frustrated trying to get your Instant Pot clean? Well, today I'm going to give you all my best troubleshooting tips, including the best care for the lid, the ring, and the liner. All coming up next in this video. Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and every week I post one new video related to gardening, seasonal eating, and herbalism. So if you are interested in any of that, stay tuned. Today I'm going to go off onto one of my favorite gadgets, the Instant Pot, and give you all the ins and outs and best tips for how to keep it looking nice. Let's get started. So right at the very top, I'm going to show you how to do basic cleaning on the liner, how to clean off buildup or scum that might accumulate from oxidized oil that gets stuck in there, and then I'm going to show you how to clean the lid and talk about that little silicone ring that seals your pot as well as the valve. I'm going to leave timestamps in the description if you're interested in fast forwarding to just one part of this video, and other than that, we're ready to dig into this. So I don't know about you, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I am really short on time. And I'm sure if you are full-time employed outside the home, you are in exactly the same situation. You probably even bought your Instant Pot thinking it would be a great time saver and a way to make last-minute meals. But keeping it clean can be very time-consuming if you don't know the right hacks. I'm going to share with you all the best ways to get this thing cleaned quickly and as painlessly as possible. So as soon as you get this thing emptied of all the food, you're going to want to get it simmering with some soapy water in it and just leave it on the slow cook function while you eat dinner. I learned this hack from a house cleaning book, and I use it on all my pots and pans, but especially with the Instant Pot, it's important to immediately deal with some of the buildup and scum before it gets dry and hard inside the pot. So what you'll have inside your Instant Pot will be like a ring. Wherever the food was cooking, there'll be a line left, and it's important to fill the pot up with soapy water above that line and then get it warm and keep the soapy water warm and soaking. You can either do this during dinner, so take out all the food, serve it, and soak it during dinner. The other way that saves time is to soak it while you're doing your other dishes. This is going to painlessly clean your pot out in just a matter of a few minutes. Now you may notice that there is still some oil, oxidized oil built up in the bottom of this that leaves some brown stains. And so I'm going to show you how to clean that out quickly and efficiently as well. Okay, so you're going to want some baking soda, some dish soap, just a little bit, and then just enough water to form it into a paste, but you want it to be a little clumpy. And just massage that into the bottom of your pot. It actually does work while you're not scrubbing it. So you can let this sit, this baking soda mixture sit, just walk away for a couple minutes. And then I just have an old child's toothbrush that I repurposed for this. Anytime you're dealing with oxidized oil, where the oil has burnt and acidified and basically glued itself to the bottom of your pan, you're dealing with a situation where this baking soda and soap paste will do a really, really good job cleaning it. And then just get a little brush and massage it. Well, what about your lid? This is kind of the most asked question about the Instant Pot. And I hear from a lot of very tidy housewives how frustrated they are when this silicone liner will not go back to its beautiful white color after every use. Now, I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is that yes, you can keep this clean, free from grease, and it will have a very long life. The bad news is you cannot really remove totally the brown stain or the odor out of your sealing ring. You just can't do it. So I'm going to show you how I clean it just normally by hand. I'm going to get my washcloth. I'm going to use a very soapy mixture. Often this ring gets grease on it more than other parts of the Instant Pot because of all that splatter from the boiling process. So this gets very heavily greasy. So the main thing you need to do is wrap a washcloth around it, and with some abrasive baking soda and some soap, you need to just rub and rub until it does not feel greasy to the touch. Now again, this does not take very long. I will just run it through like this, through with a washcloth, then I will run it through my dishwasher for added sanitation, and that's all there is to it. But I don't get mine perfectly white, it's brown. And any veteran Instant Pot user that I've seen has a brown ring. You can't get it to be stain free, it just doesn't happen. So what I've done to cope with this is, first of all, remember, it's heated very hot, so it's always sterile. You're never having to worry about this being a contaminant or a problem. It will, because of the steaming process, infuse its odor back into food. So I cope with this by owning more than one Instant Pot ring. I brew elderberry syrup at home, and I'm hoping to make my own fermented yogurt in the Instant Pot. And so for those products that I really do not want a meaty, savory scent, I just own a separate ring, a separate seal. You can buy these on Amazon pretty cheaply and just have different rings for different scents. So one for your meats, one for your dairies, and with a lot of foods it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. So I only have 2 rings, and this is the one that gets the most use. Now, as far as wiping this down, it's just a matter of a quick washcloth wipe. The only thing that you need to check for safety is that this little seal, pop it off in between uses, make sure it doesn't have clogs in it. But that's all there is to cleaning your lid. So just run this through the dishwasher, make sure it's not greasy to the touch. Silicone is a natural substance. It will not release the odor and it will not release the stains. It's just part of silicone being silicone. The thing that's trickiest for me is actually cleaning the outside of my pressure cooker, because this ring just collects grease and grime all the time. For the outside, I fold the washcloth over and just thread it underneath all of the safety catches, these little lips sticking out around the Instant Pot, and I just rub it. And for anything that gets stuck a little bit more, I have a little bottle brush. I'll just rub it out, and then I just let it air dry. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, leave a comment down below, like my video, and subscribe to my channel if you think that there's other content that you might enjoy in the future. I hope you have a great day, and bye.